Okay, so I want to answer your questions from your email, and I just thought it would be easier if I came to work and had my smartboard and did some problems for you. So you just missed these lessons in class from the week before you transferred in. So this is the first thing with the fractions. So yeah, so if I gave you like, um, 64 inches over 8 inches, you just divide them because 64 divided by 8, you just reduce the fraction. So you get 8 inches over 1 inch. Or if I gave you like 15 feet over 10 feet, you would just reduce 15 tenths. They're both divisible by 5. So you would get 3 feet over 2 feet. For the last one, I switched up you have to convert. So say I gave you like, I'm just making these up real quick, 3 feet to 2 inches. You need to change the 3 feet to inches to reduce. So I'm going to multiply that by 12 because there's 12 inches in 1 foot. 3 times 12 is 36 inches to 2 inches. And then you could reduce 36 and 2 would be 18 inches to 1 inch. So that's how I would like you to do those first couple of problems. And then I noticed that you needed help. Specifically, you asked for help on question number 4. It means question number 5. But I saw that I think your question number 4 might be wrong. Double check my work. But I'm going to do a question like number 4 and 5 for you. So they're not the exact problems, but they're very similar. So the perimeter of a rectangle is what they use for question number 4. So same idea. I didn't write out all the directions, but I think you'll understand what I'm saying. So we have a rectangle where the perimeter of a rectangle is 48 inches. And you guys you had the right equation where the perimeter is equal to 2 times the length plus the width. I write it as 2L plus 2W, but it means the same thing. So you were good there. But where you kind of messed up is like how to set it up. So the ratio is 3 to 5. So that means that anytime that I increase my length by 3, I also increase my width by 5, which means that we can set the problem as the ratio is 3x and 5x. So anywhere that I see a length, I replace with 3x, and anywhere I see a width, I replace with 5x. So I would set up the perimeter, which is 48, is equal to 2 times 3x plus 5x. So I'm replacing the length with 3x and the width with 5x. And this is true for every problem that gives you like these little ratios. You just kind of add x to each of the parts of the ratio. So I'm going to add 3x and 5x together to get 8x, and then multiply that by 2 to get 16x. And then I would divide by 16 to get x equals 3. So what that tells me is that x equals 3, the length is 3 times 3, which is 9, and the width is 5 times 3, which is 15. And when you plug that in, that should work for the perimeter. You might have gotten it right, like I'm trying to think, but if not, that's how you set it up. For the last one, triangle has 1 to 4 to 6 ratio. Same idea. We know that a triangle has 180 degrees in its angles. So we have 1x, 4x, and 6x. We're setting it up the same way, 1x to 4x to 6x. Now, because we know that they all add up to 180, I can simply, I made this very difficult for myself. I should have picked different numbers, but whatever. X plus 4 is 6x. I should have made that a 3x. End up being 11x, which is not an ideal number. And then you would just divide both sides by 11, and that tells you what x equals. I'm not going to find that right now. That's good. So, and then you would just plug in to find the angles. So hopefully that helps. Let me know if you have any more questions.